Okay, bro, how much do you like animals?
To a certain amount, yes. To weird animals, not as much lah.
Weird animals.
Insects considered animals?
No, insect is an
Then
insect.
fine.
Bro.
Then animals sound good.
Insect considered animal. That's primary school question, bro.
Give chance, bro. Tired.
So there was this woman, Susan Monica, who was said to value her pigs more than people. The story began in 1991, where Susan Monica moved from San Francisco to Weimar, building her own home and farm there. To help her take care of her farm, Susan would hire anyone as long as they were quiet and left her in peace. Among those who found employment at Susan's farm was a man named Robert Haney. So Robert Haney had 2 children who he would contact at least once a month. So it was understandable that his children would grow worried when their dad did not contact them for several months. Thus, on the 1st of January 2014, they drove out to the farm to check on him. They spoke to her and she claimed that Robert had given her an envelope of cash asking her to take care of his dog and left 4 months prior. Not being able to find anything on the farm, they then went to the Jackson County Sheriff's Office to file a missing persons report. And after months of investigation, they finally found a small lead. So records of Robert's Oregon Trail Electronics Benefits Transfer card had been used at a Walmart close to Susan's property. Video footage also showed that Susan Monica had been the last user of the card. And thus, law enforcement officers executed a search warrant and they found a human leg on the property. Susan Monica was then brought to the sheriff's station for questioning, and the tale she told them was both bizarre and disturbing. According to Susan, one day she had found her pigs all clustered together, seemingly in a feeding frenzy. And in the middle of the cluster was a still alive Robert who was laying there with his guts all over the place. So to put him out of his suffering, Susan shot him and waited for the pigs to have their fill. She then gathered his remains in a garbage bag. They questioned why she had not called the authorities, and Susan replied that she was afraid they would have her pigs killed. So when further questioned on whether they would find anything else on her property, Susan broke down and drew a map of her property with an X in the middle, telling them there was where Steve was at. So Steve was actually Steven Delacino, who was another farm helper she had. Susan claimed that she had accidentally shot Steven in self-defense when she got into a scuffle with him for stealing her guns. Her pigs had a feeding frenzy then. So guess what?
What?
Susan then also confessed to the murder of 17 others, though none of their bodies were ever found on her property. So I guess she really cares about her pigs. I think she killed all these people just to feed the pigs or something, right?
Because for a fact I know is that pigs eat anything and everything. Correct. That's gruesome.
I never want to go on a farm.
I know I'm not going to eat tonight lah.